This project should be undertaken with parental or adult supervision to ensure a safe and enjoyable experience.
Okay, now I'm ready for the mission.
Oh, Sammy, you got so dirty.
Sue, I'm gonna infiltrate the company of pigeons.
And why do you need a bandana? Doesn't make you look like a pigeon.
What do you mean? Why? If they see me without it, they will immediately scatter. In this way, I look more like a bush.
Actually, I don't think this masquerade can help you get lost in the pigeon crowd.
What do you think will help? Pigeon shoes?
That's actually a good idea. Let's go. Hi guys, today we'll make something really unusual.
Pigeon shoes, to be precise.
Let's start with a bird's body. I've already prepared a base. Strange, it was here a second ago.
Oh, that's what it is. I thought it was a kind of strange sleigh.
Thanks for bringing it. All we have to do now is to use this special needle and...
Some wool.
Thanks, Grandma Sammy. Let's start. We're going to work in this special technique that's called needle felting. The point is, we transform a piece of wool into a 3D object using a barbed needle.
Feel free to ask an adult to help you. It's better to be careful with needles.
Did you know, guys, that needle felting is a relatively new technique? It first appeared in 1980s. It was created by David and Eleanor Stanwood. They took needles from a wool factory and started using them to create tiny pieces of felt without adding any water or soap.
If I remember right what pigeons look like, we need to add some green and purple on the chest.
Oh, that's a great idea. I just need to finish this part first. Here we go. Actually, it's not as hard as it seems, guys. You need to try it.
I just found some purple felt. We're lucky to have it.
By the way, Sammy, why did you get so interested in a pigeon's life?
You see, I've never seen a baby pigeon, but there are so many adult pigeons everywhere. So, I decided it's kind of a mystery. Maybe there's a secret organization involved, or even government.
Sammy, you and your imagination. Everything is explained by biology. We don't see baby pigeons or squabs, because pigeons build their nests in hidden places, on rooftops or under bridges.
Sue, no need to put sponges everywhere to hint that I don't do chores.
Sammy, does this mean you'll go wash dishes right away? In the meantime, we'll continue working on the craft. Did you know, guys, that pigeons have a great memory for faces?
And their life expectancy is 20 years.
What are you thinking about, Sammy?
Compare these facts, Sue! Don't you see for yourself?
Well...
Somebody's using them for spying on us.
Oh, Sammy. I'm not sure anybody needs to know how many times I go to the local shop for cookies. Anyway, instead of conspiracy theories, better bring me a glue gun.
Does it mean it's time to attach the pigeon to the shoe?
That's right. Speaking of shoes, remember my old pair that I could never throw away?
You mean this one?
You read my mind. But right now, I actually only need the one shoe. We'll carefully apply some hot glue on the heel and then attach the pigeon. Guys, don't forget about the safety when working with the glue gun. One can easily get burned. There.
Sue, do you mind if I work on the second shoe myself?
Wow, Sammy, that'll be helpful. But you don't need to repeat after me, because every pigeon is unique.
Oh, Sue, you'll be very surprised.
Oh, no, Sammy, please, no experiments. You want it to blend with the company of real pigeons, remember?
Yeah, so no yellow feathers and red beaks?
Everything should look realistic.
Then I better keep an image in front of me not to get carried away.
Great idea, Sammy. The next step is to make feathers from 2 pieces of felt.
Oh, I see. It's taken so long, I'll have enough time to have a nap. I've already set the alarm. Bye-bye.
Hey, Sammy, wait. Did you forget I know some tricks?
What are you saying, Susie?
We'll just add some craft magic and everything's ready.
Wow, Sue, that was so cool. It woke me back up. But it seems you forgot the main thing.
Oops, you didn't see anything. Oh, I'm so lucky to have a gifted assistant like you, Sammy. All right, let's start assembling the wing, like this.
Oh, thank you, Sue. You made me blush.
By the way, guys, feel free to alternate colors to make unique patterns, like this. And Sammy, how is it going with the second shoe?
Faster than you think. I've just finished the second wing. I hope you didn't forget that pigeons have 2 of them.
Oh, I guess we need to speed up. There we go. Cool.
Working with tiny objects not only improves fine motor skills, but reminds me of meditation.
So the last step for this now is to attach the wing onto its place.
So long, Sue. I can't imagine how much time you need for the second wing.
Thanks for caring, Sammy, but everything is ready.
Not bad, not bad. I think mine looks more natural, though.
Oh yeah? We'll see. You haven't seen yet what I made for the tail. Check these out. I bet you haven't thought about this.
Can I do the same? Just a couple of feathers?
Of course you can, Sammy.
Yay!
We're making the pair together even if we're working on the separate shoes.
Check out how cool it is. But I still have a lot to do.
And you're not alone, Sammy. I still need to finish with the tail here, too. There we go. I think I need smaller feathers now. Wow, so many. Let's get back to work.
And then? How are you gonna attach them?
Look, we put one feather under the other and then glue them to the base.
Okay, I got everything. I'm gonna try to do that too.
And the last one. Perfect. I decided to put these rows at different angles to make the tail look more natural.
Sue, what about decorations?
Glad you asked. That's our next step, Sammy.
Let's move on to it.
La 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 la.
Hey, Sue, what are you doing?
Well, you said it's time to work on decorations, right? So, I've made pigeon legs. Gobble, 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 gobble. Sam, where are my cookie crumbs? Did you eat them all?
Sue, enough joking around. We didn't finish the craft yet.
You're right. I have an idea. Let's use some pink.
Are we gonna draw different pigeons?
Maybe after this craft, Sammy. I wanted to paint the legs a bit so they look very realistic before we glue them to the heel.
That's a great idea. I'll go do the same.
Did you know pigeons have a great memory? That's why they were used as homing birds.
They got not only visual memory, but olfactory too, so they can navigate the terrain by smell.
Wow, very interesting fact, Sammy. Guys, we have to wait until the legs dry. Any ideas what to do in the meantime?
What do you mean what to do? Nothing personal, but I think your pigeon's missing something.
What exactly are you talking about, Sammy?
Where's the beak and the eyes?
You're always so attentive to details, Sammy. It's easy to fix. Voila! Just what we need.
Yes, this is exactly what we need. Then I'll make the eyes.
Deal. And the beak is ready.
Ta-da! Here I am, Susan.
Very funny.
What do you say?
They're pretty. You did a great job. Now let's give our pigeon its eyes. Perfect.
And by the way, you're welcome.
Oh, Sammy, of course. I noticed you already put the second eye.
La 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 la. Oh, Sue, looks like the legs are completely dry.
Oh. So, it's time to attach them. Here we go. Guys, I'm happy to announce that my shoe is done. What about yours, Sammy?
If you help me, I'd be very thankful, Susie. To craft a shoe and to carry it are two different things.
Sure thing. Oh, you were helping me so much that you forgot to make decor.
I didn't actually forget. I just wanted to show you some cool magic tricks. Right.
Oh, now I see.
Watch and learn. Whoosh. All done.
Such an amazing pair came out, guys. Would you look at these? Sammy, where are you? Sammy, I'm ready for infiltration. We can start an operation. Come on. Oh, there you are. Hey, let's go.
Huh? What?
Outside. Pigeons and their secrets, remember?
Ah, that. I don't need that anymore. I revealed all the secrets, Sue.
So, was it all for nothing?
Of course not, Sue. Now you have a truly unique pair of shoes that nobody else can boast. Join me. I'm watching a documentary about pigeons.
Great idea. But first, we need to say bye to our viewers.
Oh, sorry guys. I almost forgot. Hit the bell button if you like these wonderful pigeon shoes.
Yeah, and don't forget to give us a thumbs up.
And subscribe to our channel.
Bye-bye, little friends.
This lot into one of these, a Fingertips PC Pal. Not only is he great for keeping you company while you're working on your computer, but he's nice and squidgy, so you can give him a good old squeeze if you're getting stressed out with your homework. And even better, he also makes a great desk tidy. Fantastic. Now, if you'd like to make a PC Pal, we've given it a Fingertips difficulty rating of 3. Not really simple, but it's not too difficult either. So why not make friends with an old sock and make a PC Pal? Start by stuffing a sock with a nice big wodge of cotton wool right into the toe. Then, using a funnel, fill the sock up with the same amount of rice. Take your time when you do this and make sure that all the rice drains through properly. The end of the sock should now look like a large potato. Twist the sock around at the end to keep the cotton wool and the rice secured. Now pull the remaining sock material over on itself and then slip on a rubber band. Next, fold this bit of the sock back on itself. You should now have the head poking up in the middle and a little pocket flap in between the stuffed sock, like this. Next, you need to make the legs, so cut a variety of shapes using different materials. These can be offcuts of fabric, foam, or any other scraps of material you may find. Keep going until you have a nice pile like this. You'll also need some beads. Next, thread a needle with 50 centimetres of cotton and tie a knot at one end. Then thread about 25 centimetres worth of material scraps onto the thread, making sure that you add a bead every so often. When that's all done, tie a knot at the other end and you will have a string like this. Now separate the material and beads so that you have roughly the same amount at each end of the string. Then wrap the thread under the flap in the middle of your PC Pal, but make sure the legs end up at the sides of the sock. Next, take a couple of googly eyes and stick them on one side of the sock. Finally, create the flower decoration by cutting a flower shape from fun foam. Then pierce a small hole in the middle with a pipe cleaner and make a little fold at the end to hold it in position. Then place the flower in the front part of the pocket flap. And there he is, your very own stress-busting Fingertips PC Pal. So finally, just use this pocket flap to add your pens and pencils. And then all that's left to do is give him a place to live, and where better than chez PC. Fantastic, he's cute, isn't he? And once you've got the idea, you can make him loads of friends, and you'll never have to go hunting for a pen or pencil again. And if you've got two socks the same, why not make a set of twins? They're great, aren't they? So next time you see an old sock heading for the bin, give it a wash and make a Fingertips PC Pal. Just one more squeeze. Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you something that'll take under a minute to make using odds and ends from around the house.
Today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And this is all I need, just a few bits and pieces.
A strange mixture there. Now, we're not going to tell you exactly what it is, so see if you can work it out as Naomi makes it.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, and I think I've got this one in the bag, even if I do say so myself.
Is that a clue?
Yes, and not only will I make it in under a minute, but it's such a fab make, I think it's going to grab everyone's attention.
If you say so. 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, start with a piece of foam, and you need to fold it almost in half, leaving a few centimetres at the top. Then take a stapler, and minding your fingers, staple along that edge.
That's
turn
15
it around.
seconds gone now.
Okay, same up this side. 1, 2, 3. That should just about do it.
20 seconds.
Right, now I need some hook and loop fastener. Put a piece on there.
Coming up to
Oh,
the
it's almost
halfway
stuck
mark.
together. Oh dear. Put that on the main body. Haven't got this bit yet. And then you fold that over, and then I'll add this piece of black foam for decoration.
Very nice.
Stick that. How long left?
You've got
Top.
22 seconds
You
left.
can get this from craft shops, this foam. And then a couple of bits down the side. One there. Oh,
45.
And one there. Stop the clock.
48 seconds. Not bad, but what is it?
It is the latest fashion accessory, Tim. It's a Fingertips clutch bag. Great for popping in all your bits and pieces when you're out and about.
It's very glamorous.
Yeah, and once you've got the basic idea, you can go wild. On this one, we've stuck some fabric butterflies and added a rainbow ribbon. You can make smaller versions to make little wallets for your pocket money. And they also double up as great wash bags if you're going on holiday or to a sleepover party.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, so grab some foam, hook and loop fastener and a stapler and make your very own Fingertips clutch bag.
In under a minute.
This is Fun Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you something that's fun to make and fun to play.
Hole in one. Bless you.
Practice your putting skills and test them against your mates to see how many hits it takes to get around your very own crazy golf course. And we give Crazy Golf a Fingertips difficulty rating of 4. May take a bit of time, but it's well worth it.
To start with, make a golf club to putt with. To do this, you need to get one of these, a clean, empty yogurt drink container. You need to make a hole in it about here. This can be a little bit fiddly, so it's a good idea to ask for some help with this. The hole needs to be big enough so that you can putt one end of a garden cane into it. Now you need to tape that securely into position. You should get something a bit like this. There it is, nicely fixed. And at the other end, it's a really good idea to get some rolls of newspaper and create a nice little handle like this. It's also a good idea because it means you won't hurt yourself on the end of the garden cane. Now it's simply a case of getting some PVA glue and strips of newspaper and papier-mâchéing everything into position.
When that's painted and dried, it should look like this. And then you can paint it and decorate it to look like a real golf club. We've wrapped some pipe cleaners around the handle and painted the base silver. Looks great, doesn't it? Now you're ready to make your crazy golf holes. To make those, you need to gather together all sorts of bits and bobs like cardboard tubes, strips of card, plastic cups. And then the idea is to invent crazy things that you can hit your golf balls into, like this crazy clown. He's made from a margarine tub, got a bag with some sand in it to weigh it down, a cardboard tube, and a big piece of card with a clown face drawn onto it. So tape all those things together, like this, give it a coat of paint, and there he is.
And another thing you can make from your collection of bits and pieces is one of these brilliant dragon tubes. Just look at those flames. To make one of these, you need to tape a load of cardboard tubes together, like this, and just stick a polystyrene cup at each end. And you can even cut away some sections of the cardboard tubing, so you'll be able to see the golf ball travel along inside. Then just paint it and add some details. And I've gone for some scales, and I've even stuck on some of these jewels as well.
Just experiment, come up with crazy ideas that you can build and test them as you go along to check that the golf ball can fit in them and travel along all the parts.
And of course, you can invent all sorts of weird and wonderful variations. So, by using all these things,
You can create a mouth, a bridge, and an eye. Of course, you can make just one crazy piece for your golf game, or lots, it's up to you. Then lay out your course at home and play the game.
now that's what you call a hole-in-one.
And that's another.